Welcome into the Click It or Ticket Postgame Report. Chris St. Meyer here with Campbell head coach Kevin McGeehan. Campbell falls in a tough-fought game, 67-65 to Gardner-Webb. Coach, we'll start at the end. Your team had a decent look at a shot to tie it. Would you go through that final play for us that found Cedric Henderson with it on the baseline?
Yeah, I mean, we were hoping to get him the ball. I was hoping to get him a little more into the middle of the court. He tried to see something and slipped it. It wasn't quite as good a look as I think we could have gotten. We've been pretty successful in inline out-of-bounds plays. I think we could have executed a little bit better to get maybe a little bit of a cleaner look, because I don't think it caught the rim. So it obviously wasn't a great shot.
Coach, kind of a tale of two halves. Your guys started as good as they could. You bolted out to a double-digit lead. I thought your defense was very good. What were you doing so right defensively in the first half?
I thought we were real active. We got a lot of deflections, and I think we were on our game plan pretty well. Then there was a stretch where we just fouled them a few times in a row. I think we gave up an open three in the corner where we overhelped on a drive. Then we gave up another one where we fouled, and then I think we gave up like 3 more fouls there on drives. And though they weren't getting field goals, they got points, and the game got closer. And obviously that's going to happen, but I think we could have done a better job of keeping them off the line.
Yeah, going to the line 29 times tonight, making 24 of those in the second half. Campbell was down double digits. What caused the comeback from Campbell to give you a chance down at the end?
I just thought we were pressing a little bit. There was a stretch there where it felt like, I don't know if everybody was thinking they were going to make the shot to get us back in the game kind of thing, and I was just trying to preach to them to just keep playing. We've got plenty of time, just keep staying with it and trust each other, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that down when it mattered, and that got us back into a game where we had a chance to win the game.
And what was the difference in this game in your eyes? How did Gardner-Webb come out with the victory?
I thought they played well. I think they were aggressive. Jameson's really hard to guard, so he's a problem. Can make all those in-between shots. I thought we had a pretty good game plan, but obviously if we fouled, and then really it comes down to the glass. I mean, minus 14 on the glass. Felt like we were doing a little bit of standing and watching there down the stretch, and these are all going to be hard-fought, tight games, and the tougher teams are going to win, and they were the tougher team when it came to rebounding the basketball today.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. We'll talk to you on Saturday.
Thanks.
Campbell head coach Kevin McGeehan. We'll take a quick break, come back with Jay Sunhalter, highlights and more after this on the Click It or Ticket Postgame Report.
Whether it's the practice field or weight room, in class or on game day, we compete down here. We put in work day in and day out to take a step forward towards degrees, championships. Our goals? Excellence on every level. 11 schools, more than 4,000 student athletes, one attitude. We are the Big South, where winners are made.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket Postgame Report. Jay Sunhalter joins me now. Let's take a look at the highlights in this one as we went over with Campbell head coach Kevin McGeehan. Campbell really came out in this one, Jay, about as good as you could ask him for. A double-digit lead. They led 8-0. They led 13-3. Everything clicking for Campbell early.
They were on fire. It started with their defense. They are creating turnovers and really put a lot of pressure on Gardner-Webb, but taking good shots, shooting with confidence, especially from the outside, and they really had some momentum to start this ballgame. Campbell
was hot early, forced 5 turnovers, turned them into 10 points, but Gardner-Webb would come back after another steal by Ja'Cour Nelson. Gardner-Webb, who was off 14 days, seemed to really shake the rust off. They whittled down what was a double-digit lead to get this game to manageable. We were tied at halftime, and once that happened, Jay, you kind of knew this was going to be a battle.
Yeah, and they withstood that initial wave, got it back to being tied at the half, and they were taking good shots. And both of these teams, you could tell the talent they had, the coaching, and these are teams that are going to be in the thick of the race in the Big South, and they are playing so hard, doing so many of the little things well. And Campbell, I was really impressed with their passing ability tonight.
The free throw line was big in this game. Very big. 29 times Gardner-Webb went to the line. They hit 24 free throws. Campbell went to the game just 11 times in the paint. 28 points for Gardner-Webb. Campbell had 24 points in the paint, but Gardner-Webb's ability to get to the hole, get to the bucket, get to the free throw line, that was the difference.
Yeah, and they shot the ball really well from the free throw line. And, under pressure, they made some shots and, had just enough of a cushion at the end of the ball game where – going to the line, they could shoot with some confidence. And Campbell, towards the end of the ball game, they started getting some big outside shots, but then it was the slashing ability. That's where they really started to cut in the lead.
Henderson was big in that second half, had 10 points. He led Campbell with 14. Corey Gensler with 11. 10 from Spencer Stachich and Whitfield. Campbell whittled away their own double-digit deficit, got a good look at the end. And in conference play, this one hurts, but especially with the condensed schedule this year, 18 conference games, 2 more than last year. Campbell can feel bad about this for about another hour, and then they got to take on Winthrop, another favorite to win the Big South Conference here at 2 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, and this is a tough ball game because you've had an outstanding season so far, and coming here into the new year, first ball game in the Big South, you want to get a win. And there's a lot of lessons they can learn from this ball game, but you're going to have to kind of refresh and get it out of your system because you're right, Saturday is going to be another tough game, and every game matters so much in this league, and especially with these first 2 weeks of matchups. These are some tough ball games for Campbell, and I like the way they came out here tonight. They're just going to have to find a way to improve on some of the mistakes here on Saturday.
A more look at the final stats here for Campbell and Gardner-Webb, a 2-point loss. And as we take a look for those final stats, neither team shot the ball well, 46% from Gardner-Webb, 40% from Campbell, and three-pointers as well. Neither team shooting well, and there it is. The difference on the line was the difference in this game. And when you're on the road and having a bad shooting night, you win at the free throw line, and that's what Gardner-Webb did.
Yeah, and they overcame their turnovers. And you look at the other factor was the rebounding. When you have 14 more rebounds, that's going to give you some extra opportunities and a slight win as far as the field goal percentage goes for Gardner-Webb. But it was the free throws and then the rebounds that kind of set them up in a good place in spite of the turnovers.
Campbell will take this one on the chin tonight, but we'll come back again. We'll be right back here, Jay and I, on ESPN+, 2 o'clock on Saturday here in Gore Arena as Campbell takes on Winthrop.